Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Shalom. I was just thinking about and contemplating my thoughts, or maybe even use the term meditating on my thoughts, certain things that you go through, or why you go through what you go through, and why others have it easier. They go through certain things, but they have it a little easier because they're part of this world. Because being so-called righteous in this world is hard because you don't smoke weed no more, you don't smoke cigarettes no more, you can't see anything willy-nilly. So if you're hanging out with a certain crowd that you used to hang out with back in the day, and you mature, and as you mature, you sort of like, you don't want to hang around people like that no more. Sometimes you get to the point where you prefer your own company because the world is so wicked. Obviously, there's exceptions. You might be with family sometimes. You might be with a woman sometimes. The Lord gives you a woman. There's exceptions, but you just don't roll in packs no more because you don't really vibe with everyone. They're just gonna do some foul shit. You go through certain things, and then sometimes doubt might creep in your mind, saying, "Why isn't the blessing coming yet?" Whatever particular thing that you've been desiring or wanting or need. And then you just look at the process of the way gold is refined. Because gold is an element, a natural element that the Most High created, Yahweh Hashem Hashai created. And that requires a certain process where you've got to take all the impurities out. And sometimes taking all the impurities out, you have to put a lot of fire to it. Okay? And fire hurts. For example, if you make a hot cup of tea and, let's just say it gets cold slightly and you might put it in the microwave, I don't know, for 30 seconds or a minute to reheat it. And then you sip it quickly, you might burn your tongue, or you put your hand in the oven. If you're cooking some chicken or whatever, you might burn you might touch the tray or something, and it might like shake you up a little bit because like it's so warm and hot. So you can imagine the spiritual process as well with gold refining you. And sometimes the process hurts. It could be spiritually, it hurts. Physically, it hurts if you've got ailments, and you're in a transitional period where you've got certain things. You've got hospital appointments or dentist appointments or whatever it is, where you're trying to get yourself healed. Because things sometimes happen back to back. Like I was ill, for about 2 months straight. One thing after the other. And the Lord got me out of it. And then you sort of grow spiritually as well, whatever level of, and you learn more Hebrew prayers. You learn the Hebrew prayers, like you learn them by heart. You might not, you need to start understanding Hebrew characters and words and stuff. And myself growing up in the Eastern culture, so certain Hebrew words have the similar meanings of the culture that I grew up in. I'm digressing this slightly, but the furnace of adversity. Let's see what adversity means first, right? Right, there you go. Difficult or unpleasant situation. A difficult or unpleasant situation. What is an example of adversity? The definition of adversity is a misfortune, a troubling situation, or hardship. A few specific examples of adversity include self-doubt, physical injuries, or illness. Okay? Self-doubt comes in sometimes a form of, you could be in a situation, whatever your personal situation is, whether you're looking for work, or you've been out of work for a while and you're thinking, what the hell's going on? Sometimes you're overqualified, sometimes you're underqualified. And then it's all spiritual because at the end of Yahweh Hashem Shai, and then when you are working, you get inundated with interviews, and people are running you down. It's like a dry spell, then it's like a overwhelming hurricane of offers and stuff. And then because then ultimately it's Yahweh Hashem Shai that puts a spirit on that Edomite or that heathen or Jake or whatever whoever's interviewing to give you a job offer as well. Ultimately, it's Yahweh Hashem Shai's decision to give you that gift or not. Whatever situation you're going in, even if you're ill, it's up to Yahweh Hashem Shai how long it will take to heal you. To take that infirmity, was it infirmity? Infirmity? If I'm saying it correct. That illness away. Whatever situation it is. And Yahweh Hashem Shai is going to bind your wounds. And that's where faith comes in, which is Hebrews 11 verse 1. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. And ultimately, Ecclesiasticus 2 verse 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Okay, so the fact that you're going through what you're going through, Yahweh Hashem Shai deems you acceptable. Okay? And as paraphrasing another scripture, actually, instead of paraphrasing it, chastisement scripture. Which one is it? Okay, here we are. This is the one. Hebrews 12 verse 7. If ye endure chastening, we get a chastening for that because some of you Jakes. Chastening meaning of a rebuke or misfortune having restraining or humbling effect. Rebuke, okay? To correct by punishment or suffering, discipline. If he commit iniquity, I will chasten him with a rod of men. Okay, it's like your father, right? If you had any of your Jakes had a father in your life, your daddy, your dad, your pops, whatever you call your earthly father. If you don't do right, you get licks, innit? You get the beats, as we say. You get you get katups. And I remember growing up, I did wrong. My mother would say to me, wait till your dad comes home. Wait till your father comes home. And I remember, I'll be at home. And this is how much fear I had of my father, because I know he'd physically put his hands on me and beat the shit out of me too. And I'm talking about 35 years, over 30 years ago. And I'd be scared all day, man, hoping that my mother don't tell him. And some days my mother didn't tell him because she knew what was going to happen. And some days she would tell him. And boy, would he come at me. And I don't hate my father, and because that's my dad. He did right, because when I think about it, it makes sense because you learn from that mistake. It's not nice at the time, you're under 5 feet tall and your dad who's got big strong hands and that, my dad's obviously he's a builder in the carpentry trade, he's a strong man, and getting a slap from him in the back of the head or across the face, or him grabbing, a hockey stick, hitting me on the legs with it, or a tennis racket or something would be some scary situation. So Hebrews 12 verse 7. If ye endure chastening, the Most High dealeth with you as with sons. Okay? And in the earthly way, anybody that cares for you, okay, especially if it's your mother or father, let's just concentrate on the father, right? Cares for you, right? When you don't care about someone, you're going to say, look at that kid in the middle of the road. I don't care. That's not my son. Like Esau's not the Most High's son. That's why Esau's getting away with a whole lot of stuff, and heathens as well, and some 2/3 too. I don't know, I'm not part of that number. Okay? But if you endure chastening, the Most High dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? Like, I got a son. Okay, I chastise him. Why? Because I love my son. I care for my son. Okay, any of you get Jakes out there that have got children, you're going to chastise your children. You're not going to get them soft. You might have a daughter. You might not put your hands on your daughter, but you may scold her. You may shout at her, not like crazy shouting, but it's like tell her firmly, what the hell are you doing? You might raise your voice a few decibels. You're going to put the fear into her to let her know what the score is. But with your son, who's a young lad, you might give him a few licks when he's younger. But as soon as he's like touching 6 feet or becoming taller than he's got a beard on his face, you're not going to really put your hands on him, are you? You may scold him here and there, advise him. That's chastisement on different levels as you get older. Okay? And Yahweh Hashem Yashai deems you acceptable. Okay? Acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. And the Most High deals with you as with sons. Okay? The whole point right now is to train hard and fight easy. Because a lot of Jakes that are getting everything, a lot of people, heathens are going to getting everything right now anyway. Okay? Including, our women or whatever women they're getting. It's everything in general. Everything just works out perfectly and smoothly for them, right? Okay? They go jogging in the morning with a smile on their face, no stress on their face. They walk around with a smile on their face, whistling, no chip on their shoulder. Everything's hunky-dory for them. They're going to catch hell when all hell breaks loose. Okay? Before you Jakes out there are going through whatever you're going through, because everyone's got their own individual path, their own life story, their own movie, which Yahweh Hashem Yashai has created a spiritual pattern for every Jake out there whom he has given the name to, and whoever prays in the name, whoever you are in the world, no matter what you look like. If your seed line goes to a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native Indian, Israelite, okay, let's just say so-called Negro or Native Indian, okay, of Negro Indian descent, Israelite, okay, you're an Israelite no matter what you look like, okay? But if ye be without chastisement, as Esau, the heathen nations, are 2/3, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons, okay? Now let's just see what the term bastard is. We know what bastard means, right? But let's just get a sort of, derogatory, an unpleasant or despicable person. Yeah, you can say bastard to someone, of a thing no longer in its pure original form, debased, okay? What is considered a bastard child? A child born to parents who are not married to each other. Does bastard mean fatherless? Yeah. Does bastard mean fatherless? Illegitimate fatherless, born out of wedlock, misbegotten, okay? So therefore, but if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons. Therefore, you're not the Most High son. The Most High doesn't give a, shit about you. Why? Because you're getting your just desserts now. If you're heathens, this is it for you. This is it for you. The last few seconds of this kingdom is it for you. So do your lines of coke and heroin, whatever you're doing. Do whatever you're doing. Drive your Lambo, whatever you're doing. Okay, you 2/3, whoever you are, you got a blessing where you're going to be all right in the kingdom on this side, but you might have to die a horrible death. But you heathens, it's it for you, and you're going to go horribly, and you're going to be treated horribly in the kingdom, man. Okay, because me personally, I got a grudge against you, E. I don't like you Edomites, man. I hate you with a passion, and you other heathens. But Esau, I don't like you, man. I don't like to get the chance just to really torture you. No, okay, I'll leave that one alone right now. But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons. Okay. Verse 9. This is Hebrews 12, verse 7 to 9. Furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh which corrected us. Okay, our fathers, our dads. And we gave them reverence, which we do. Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live? You go through what you go through, then sometimes you might be going through someone. I was feeling a lot, quite effed up, about an hour ago. I still don't feel too right at the moment because you get unmotivated sometimes to make a video, and then lo and behold, and I looked at it and it was like posted about 4 minutes or maybe half an hour ago, 2 videos back to back, from one of the I don't know everybody's name. He's definitely great. He was a great Millstone brother. He usually does videos with Prophet Kazaki Allah. Okay. But anyway, he posted a video and it hit the nail on the head, man. You know. And then also, I checked the verse of the day today as well. Okay, First Peter 5 verse 6 and 7. Humble yourselves therefore under the Most High's mighty hand, that He may lift you up in due time. Cast all your anxiety on Him because He cares for you. Okay, so let's go to this scripture here. I like reading in the King James version. First Peter 5 verses 6 and 7. Humble yourselves therefore under the mighty hand of Yahweh Shem Shai, that He may exalt you in due time. Verse 7, casting all your care upon Him, for He careth for you. You know, let Yahweh Shem Shai guide your steps. You know, don't digress too much of why you're going through it. Oh, this person hates me, that person hates me. Whatever reaction you get from people is Yahweh Shem Shai's decision to put the spirit on them to give you that reaction. Okay, you're going to be hated in this world. You're not going to be hated by everyone. The Most High is going to give you enough people to get the job done, whether you're working, to give you some co-workers that are cool with you, you know, women, the Lord might give you a woman that's cool with you, or a bunch of women back to back, however it works out for your situation, you know. The Lord won't put you out on the street, okay? Okay, the Lord will give you enough money to survive, and you know you're still looking for work or whatever. Lo and behold, a job is going to be around the corner. You know, sometimes that happens as well. You know, and you're going to be okay if you think about it compared to how you were in the world and how you are now. Don't you have a little bit more than you did before? Huh? Aren't you in a better place than you were before? Obviously, because with this knowledge, you know, it's like it's you know with a lot of it comes a lot of grief as well. Um, there's a scripture coming to mind. It's bitter. Let me just paraphrase it. Bitter in the stomach. What a paraphrase it. I think it's this one, right? Revelation. Okay, Revelation 10 verse 9 to 10 verse 10. I'll read it. Okay, this is regarding the knowledge. And I went unto the angel and said unto him, give me the little book. And he said unto me, take it and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. Okay. Go to 10. It should be at the bottom here. 10 verse 10. Okay. And I took verse 10, and I took the little book out of the angel's hand and ate it up, and it was in my mouth sweet as honey. And as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter. That's like when you come into the truth, you're really excited, innit? You want to tell Jake, you know, for me as an Israelite foreigner, other Israelite foreigners, you know, and other like, especially me in the UK, telling other West Indians or maybe Nigerians about the truth and that. You know, you just speaking to everyone, you know, you don't even know them. You know, you're excited about it. You know, you get home from work or whatever you're doing, you're excited just to see the videos, you know, to watch them and stuff. Oh, looking through the window, I see an eagle. You're seeing eagles a lot lately. Anyway, digressing there again. Yeah. And I took the little book out of the angel's hand and ate it up, and it was in my mouth sweet as honey. And as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter. It's like, you know, and as soon as you get more and more in this truth, you start feeling more bitter. You go through a lot of mental ish. You know, you think you're going crazy sometimes, man. You know, then you got to pray and just get clarity in your mind again. Okay. Verse 11, and he said unto me, thou must prophesy again before many peoples and nations and tongues and kings. So first, when you get this truth, right, it's like a relationship with a woman, man. You know, I'm just using that as an example. You know, everything's nice when you're with her and that, you know, because you're fresh. You've never dealt with her before. You know, her features, her body, and all that kind of thing. I'm speaking as a man, of course. You know, we're men. We're Israelite men. We like women. I mean, that's the best analogy to use in this case, right? So you can get a real sort of understanding. You know, you meet a woman, she's super fine or whatever. You know, you can't wait to get it in and all that kind of stuff. It's all new to you, you know. And then you get it in, and then after a little while, maybe you find out her habits or whatever. You know, and then you get kind of like you find out her you get more into her, and then she becomes more bitter. You know what I'm trying to say? But actually, that's a wrong example to give. Okay, because with the truth, there's bitterness to it, but it's you still grow in the knowledge as well, okay? Because with more knowledge comes great more grief as well, you know. The outer man, oh yeah, the outer man perisheth. The outer man perisheth. Because with this knowledge, you know, it's sweet first, and afterwards, as you grow in it, it's going to become bitter, you know, because you're going to go through certain trials and tribulations and hell, and then you're just wondering, man, you know, then certain doubt comes in your head, and then you're going to pray to keep the faith and keep you in line, because you think, man, what's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? What's going to happen now? This, and that, and the third. That's where prayer comes in. Like Elder Apostle Rakaya Allah would say, keep your medicine strong and keep praying. You've got to keep praying, man. I mean, if you're outside, you pray in your mind. When you're at home, man, you face the east. You light incense if you have it. Get on your knees and pray. Although wherever you are, pray in your mind. Whatever you're gonna do, where you're gonna work out, keep me safe. I don't want, because you don't want to hurt yourself while you're working out. You're about to go out the house, keep me safe. You're about to drive, keep me safe. You're about to walk somewhere to keep me safe. You know, all those little prayers. You keep the angels around. The angels are always around you. And I know some of you brothers are noticing them too. Okay, however you're noticing them, but you're noticing them, and I know you are. Okay. 2 Corinthians 4:16, for which causeth we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. So our inward man is renewed day by day, man. You grow in this truth, okay? And as I was saying, you train hard, you fight easy. Right now, we're in our training grounds right now. We're training spiritually, okay? Our mental muscle, our spiritual muscle is strengthening. We're strengthening it, like you smash iron. Iron can become stronger. Gold is being purified. So when all hell breaks loose, which we're expecting it to sometime this year, I don't want Ratters as sooner rather than later, okay? We're expecting, because we know what's coming, we're going to be, Lord willing, okay. And something inside is telling you that you're not afraid. You have faith that Yahweh Shem is going to come through. That comes in the form of spiritual numbers. That comes in the form of maybe seeing angels, orbs, lights, chariots, spiritual occurrences. You're thinking about something, then a video pops up in your feed. You're in a sort of a situation, and you're at the point where you're thinking, oh, what the hell, what the hell's going to happen next? And the Lord delivers you out of that situation, So don't worry about it. It's easier said than done, but try it, because that is a test. Life is a test. Okay, the fact that you guys didn't take the juicy juice in the arm, that was a test that was passed, man. The next one is going to be the charagma, Revelation 13:16, who most of these sellout camps say, oh, it's sin and dealing with Edomite women. Listen, man, you don't want to deal with Edomite women? More for me. I like Edomite women. Okay, I like women of other nations. You guys want to deal with one type of woman? You guys are boring. Okay, boring. Anyway, verse 17, for our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. Verse 18, while we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. Okay? We think about the kingdom, man. Think about how beautiful it's going to be. And sometimes what you brothers need to do is watch spiritual power movies, man. Watch his favorite spiritual power movie again and again and again. I like watching Superman 2. General Zod and all that, who are the good guys, who are basically Jakes. I guess they were in prison and they got break free and they were trying to take over the world. And you had that sellout Kal-El, Superman, trying to be a coon. I like Superman 2. I like X-Men, watch movies like that, man. Meditate on that. Watch Thor, like seeing the kingdom and all that kind of stuff. How they show it in there. Obviously, the kingdom's going to be way greater than that. Read some of the scriptures, watch some of the videos, and imagine how it's going to be. And watch some of these rich Ishmaelites, how they live in Dubai. See their palaces, their cars, their mansions. And imagine that, man, in the kingdom. But that amplified 1,000,000 times more and way better. You understand? Because I was watching a video of an Ishmaelite playing with a white lion in his apartment or whatever. And in the kingdom, we're going to play with lions, man. See, a lot of these heathens have got it on this side. Okay, and don't get it twisted. There's jakes amongst these heathens too, but don't get it twisted. These heathens have got it on this side, but we're going to have it properly in the kingdom, man. Our children will play with wild animals that are supposedly dangerous in this world, but in the kingdom, it'll be fine. Our children will play with lions and tigers and stuff. Because in the kingdom they won't be carnivores or flesh eaters. They'll just be eating greenery. The thought of a lion in the kingdom eating a child or a so-called human or a human, it won't exist. And lions and tigers are beautiful, especially when they're cubs, man. They're beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. But the fact of the matter is, do not worry, man. Look what Job went through. He had it all. Wife, children, successful business, wealthy. Satan made a bet with the Abanoah Yahweh, and Satan is an angel on the left hand side, and Satan then cursed Job, man. His wife said to him, curse the Most High and die and all that kind of stuff. Basically, just things ain't going well, so you know what? Forget the Most High. Curse him. And Job basically said that 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 you're supposed to get. Let me actually get the scripture out. Job, good things, not evil. I'm just paraphrasing because I just want to. Sometimes you don't remember the exact words. Okay, yeah, this is what he said to his wife, which she was a foolish woman, of course. Job 2 verse 10, and definitely Job is definitely in one of the camps of the Great Millstone. Gotta be, absolutely gotta be. He's here right now, and he's a Jake. Obviously, he's a Jake, of course. Job 2 verse 10. But he said unto her, when she said what I just said, curse the Most High and die. Because Job had boils all over himself. He had to scrape it off with some kind of item, or pussy and everything. He's probably a real handsome guy as well. I mean, we're talking about the ancient world, tall, strapping, and wealthy children. What most Jakes want. You want stability, lovely home, beautiful wives, healthy, beautiful children. You want to be in tune spiritually with the Lord. And then Satan made a bet with the Lord, man. And see, if Job will go adverse to the Lord. But Job didn't, man. He kept his integrity. Job 2 verse 10. When his wife said, curse the Lord and all that. All right? Job 2 verse 10. But he said unto her, thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh. What shall we receive good at the hand of the Most High, Yahweh, and shall we not receive evil? In all this did not Job sin with his lips. So Job didn't say anything like that. He said, Yahweh Shem Shai gives you good as well as evil, man. Good things come because that's a blessing of Yahweh Shem Shai. And sometimes, your bad things come because that's a trial of the Lord that you got to go through. So then, therefore, you appreciate good and evil. It's like working every day. Or it's like, in this weak flesh, you appreciate a rest day. I mean, okay, in this weak flesh, right, we have to appreciate good. And how do you appreciate good if evil things don't happen? When things are going horrible, you think, man, all this kind of thing, you keep the faith. And then when something good happens, you think to yourself, man, I really appreciate things working out right now, because you could really see the difference in it, So you learn, you meditate on what's going on. You meditate on the evil ways and you meditate on the good ways, and you see the difference. You really appreciate it more, and ultimately, there's a balance in this thing as well. Okay, and what are you going to do? Curse the Most High, who's the creator of heaven and earth? Are you crazy? Okay, whatever gift you get is Yahweh Shem Shai's decision, and by cursing the Lord out, are you going to do that? See, women are fickle. Okay, women have a beautiful purpose, but they're fickle and they really lack faith. Okay, that's why most of them like drama in a relationship. Okay, that's why most of them like to be kept on their toes. Like to be kept on their toes. So it's a good thing when you're out and about and other women are looking at you. Then then the wench knows that she needs to keep herself up as well to keep get your attention. Okay. And Job 13:15, was such a, had a lot of integrity, man. Job 13:15. Though he slay me, yet will I trust in him, but I will maintain my own ways before him. He said, if this Most High slay me, putting me all through what I'm going through, but I'm gonna trust in him, man. I'm not gonna give up. And what happened? Yahweh Hashem blessed him with everything, tenfold, 100-fold again, man. He got everything back and then some. And had he given up, he would have just lost. He would have been just complete hell, And I'm not talking about no pitchfork person, pitchfork devil, whatever that call that pitchfork character underneath the ground. No, I'm talking about just a hellish lifestyle. Everything is going wrong and nothing going right, and you've gone against the Lord. He kept his integrity, he kept his faith, and Yahweh Hashem blessed him. Okay. Ecclesiasticus 2 verse 8. Ye that fear the Lord Yahweh Hashem, believe him, and your reward shall not fail. Okay? Keep believing. Keep the faith. Okay? It could be weeks or months, whatever you're going through. Okay? That reward will come. Okay? Spiritual numbers will give you an idea that it's around the corner. Sometimes the Lord, Yahweh Hashem puts buffers in place, right? Where you have to get to a certain goal or end goal that you've been praying for. While we're in this world, obviously, because we've got to function. Ultimately, you want to get to the kingdom, first trip. And the Yahweh Hashem puts buffers in the way where you learn to keep faith, learn to be patient, learn to keep yourself busy within that time, spiritually, physically, and mentally, and to get to whatever you've been praying for, and then you get it. And then you think to yourself, okay, this is now I know why I got this, because I'm in a better position than before, And when you meditate on the situation and you commune with your own heart and you contemplate your thoughts, sipping on some wine or whatever, or just sitting on your bed meditating, whatever you're doing, just thinking on your, just lying back after a shower, just thinking in your mind, okay, this is the reason why things happened the way they did, and it was worked out for the better. At the time when you're going through hell, you don't feel right. You think, man, come on, I want to just please rectify the situation now. It could happen now. You just don't know what's going to happen every day to day. You're supposed to just focus on the day, right? You're supposed to pray for your daily bread. You don't worry about the next day. The Lord can make anything happen, man, from one minute to the next, good or bad. Okay, see the scriptures over there. Okay, done the scripture. Let's go to Hebrews 11 verse 1. Hebrews, yeah. Where is it? Hebrews 11 verse 1. Let's find that one. And this is the ultimate one, man. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for the evidence of things not seen. Okay? Keep the faith, man. Okay, so Hebrews 11 verse 2. Let me see. Hebrews 11 verse 1. Yeah, so now faith is the substance of things hoped for the evidence of things not seen. Faith is something that you can't see. You just have to keep the faith. And when you keep faith, which is what did the Lord say about faith, man? Mustard seed. Matthew 17:20. As well. Matthew 17:20. And Yahushua said unto them, because of your unbelief, for verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible to you. Okay? So if you have faith as much as mustard seed, right? And let me see mustard seed, what size it is. I mean, that's tiny, isn't it? And that's smaller than a lentil. That's 20 millimeters, which is 2 centimeters. These are tiny. They're smaller than probably lentil, or smaller than lentil seeds, or about the size of a lentil seed. Okay? Or smaller than that. Okay, so if you got faith as much as a a mustard seed. You can move mountains. Okay. So faith, okay, is key. And if you're going through what you're going through, the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yeshai deems you acceptable, sees you as acceptable to go through it. Okay. So remember one thing: the light is at the end of the tunnel. Okay. The Lord's going to give you what you need and what you want to function on this side. His kingdom's going to end very soon, and Yahweh Hashem Yeshai is going to be there with you to protect you. Okay. If the Lord has brought you this far and you've been growing spiritually, physically, and mentally, you're going through what you're going through, the Lord's Yahweh Hashem Yeshai is going to bind up our wounds. Okay, that's what I believe. Before hell breaks loose, Okay, which is going to be quick, really smooth. Things are going to start happening. Miracles are going to start happening. Okay, and then once His kingdom falls completely and the charagma is implemented and people are taking it, greater miracles are going to happen. Okay, so things are going to start happening now. Keep the faith and don't get disheartened with the things that you're going through. We're all going through something. Some other brothers are in a worse situation than yourself. And as the elders say, it's not all about you. Okay, get out that Tupac spirit. It's all about you. Okay, it's not all about you. Okay, this is a collective. Okay, all right. Anyway, keep the faith. Have no fear. Yahweh Hashem Yeshai is here. I'm just finishing off this now. I look through the window again. I see the eagle again fly by. Kala lalim la Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakakwadash. Actually, one more thing. Healing with His wings. Wings. It's Psalms verse 110, verse 3, I think it is, isn't it? The Lord will come with healing in His wings. Lord. Malachi 4:2. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in His wings, and ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall. Actually, that's Psalms 110, verse 3, I think. Maybe. No. Mount up as wings as eagles. Mount up. Mount up. Isaiah 40:31. But they that wait upon the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yeshai shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Okay. And I know a lot of you are getting spiritual power dreams as well. Some greater than others. But Yahweh Hashem Yeshai is going to make that happen according to each person's different scenario. Anyway, keep the faith. The light is at the end of the tunnel. Things are going to start happening now. Adawan Ratazah. All praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Shalom.